Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez. Another week of discussion on our daily talk show, Barnstable This Morning, is in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the more interesting and informative conversations with our town's top decision makers from the week that was. For starters, we go back to Monday, October 18th, when Town Energy Coordinator Richard Elrick gave us the details about an upcoming Citizens Energy Forum for anyone interested in learning about special programs available to help reduce energy use and, by extension, energy costs during the colder months ahead.
It's an opportunity for people to learn about the different programs that exist here on the Cape and to a large degree throughout the state that do give people the information they need to figure out ways to reduce their energy use. We're going to have representatives from the Cape Light Compact, a couple of folks. Joe Soares, who is the senior power supply planner for the Cape Light Compact, will be there, and he'll talk about how the cost of electricity is set and what the role of the Cape Light Compact is in getting electricity to all of the customers here on the Cape that the Cape Light Compact provides for. We're also going to have Amy Vole, who is marketing and communications coordinator at the Cape Light Compact. And she's going to talk about a variety of different energy efficiency programs the Cape Light Compact offers. In particular, of course, and we've talked about this in the past, the free home and business energy assessment. In addition, we're also going to have Kathleen Orrick, who is the manager of the low-income programs for NSTAR. And she's going to talk about the programs that that NSTAR provides to the public, particularly as it relates to low-income folks and seniors. As we all know, sometimes those electricity and utility bills can really add up. People have a hard time paying for them, and there are some programs that deal with the arrearage problem that many people have with their utility bills. So I think that'll be very informative.
The Citizens Energy Forum takes place this coming Monday, October 25th, from 3 to 4:30 p.m. at the Barnstable Senior Center. Final numbers on summer business activity across the region are beginning to trickle into the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. And on Tuesday, October 19th, Cape Cod Chamber CEO Wendy Northcross revealed some promising new statistics from this past July that would seem to suggest that the Cape Cod economy is beginning to bounce back from the recession.
I will tell you, for this summer, we just on Monday got some figures in relative to the hospitality industry, and July was 22% ahead of last year in terms of lodging numbers.
Wow.
And rooms tax collections. And yet April through June, which can tend to be really soft time of year, for us that was up 10 to 12%. Some of those months were as high as 12% ahead of last year. So again, attributed to some great weather, attributed to some pent-up demand. People that didn't go on vacation last summer just came to Cape Cod this year. So all of that, those hard numbers that are coming in now are just really, really satisfying. Because as I said to you earlier, last year, in some cases, we were down 30%.
Yeah.
So to have a bounce back of 22-25%, that's really important. And we're definitely moving in the right direction.
Yeah, so if you guys end up, well, not the chamber, but I mean, if businesses across Cape Cod continue to trend this way for another year, I mean, I guess technically speaking, Cape Cod would be back, right?
Yeah, technically we could catch up to 2008, which was a very good year before, before August slide into that, really bad economy. Yeah, that's the goal, is to get back to 2008 levels. And Massachusetts, I will tell you, Massachusetts ranks number 5 in the country for inbound international tourism. I mean, we're really working hard. We're ranking high. But, it's not a done deal. And we're working hard. We're not slacking off just because we've had a good summer.
At long last, construction of the brand new terminal at the Barnstable Municipal Airport is ready for takeoff. But first, a special foundation ceremony will be held to acknowledge all the planning and hard work done on so many fronts to make the new terminal a reality. On Wednesday, October 20th, Airport Manager Bud Brialt filled us in on the ceremony and on some of the other construction progress that's been made so far.
But we're going to have the unveiling of what we're calling the foundation stone on Wednesday, the 27th of October at 2:30 in the afternoon, right in front of the current terminal. and which will be almost where the corner of the new building will start, is almost right underneath the awning to the entrance of the new terminal, or the old terminal, I should say. And we'll have some flags out so that you can see the extent of the new terminal from that position. And right now, the keynote speaker we expect will be the Secretary of Transportation for the state, Jeffrey Mullen. Mm-hmm. And there's a possibility that we might have some other speakers from our federal and state legislative and congressional delegations as well.
Excellent. That's such great news, although I will admit, but it's a little bit of a buzzkill to tell me that you're not going to start for a month after you have the ceremony, but still.
Well, technically we've actually started on the project, but we haven't gotten to the foundation part. I think that people will be very surprised to see that 3 buildings are completely demolished. The bank is gone. The old operations building is completely gone. As of last night, the former Terminal 2 has been completely demolished. There's still a pile of rubble there, and we still have to pull out part of the foundation, which should be done by the end of this week, I'm hoping. So the landscape is changing dramatically.
One of the great Halloween traditions in Barnstable is back. The 30th edition of the Barnstable High School Drama Club's Haunted House awaits this weekend and next for anyone who dares to enter. Drama Club Director John Sullivan spoke with Melissa Chartrand on our Friday, October 22nd episode and gave her a preview of the sights and frights inside.
This year we have the main villain of the haunted house is the Horned King from the series of books called The Chronicles of Perdian, who wants to capture humans and put them into his cauldron, and they turn into his army of living dead.
Lovely.
So yes, the ghouls start to bring the people through, and they have to protect them from the Horned King who's trying to get them, and the Horned King sends people after them, and so there's mazes, and there's some smoke fields, and there's swamps that they have to go through, and you run into all kinds of mythological creatures, and so the ghoul guide, as we call them, is there to protect them and to make sure that they get through unscathed.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to lose any, but we do lose them.
Have you ever lost?
The funny one was there was a little girl who was playing this hay monster, and it was a horrific looking creature, but you thought it was a thing of hay. And all of a sudden it started shaking, and it came alive. It had this horrible mask under the hay and claws, and it came up. And this little girl climbed right up her father, and the hay monster ran at the girl and her father. And the father turned around, and there were 2 flats. There was no exit. Okay? And he punched right through the flat, which is nothing but cloth. And he split it with his hand, and he pushed it aside, and he brought his kid, who was standing there as he comes through a wall. I don't know. I think that was a wall you went through. He goes, I had to get out. I had to get out.
Like a Kool-Aid.
Right.
Hey, Kool-Aid.
So I said to the little girl, I said, don't chase them towards the wall. Chase them towards the exit. Don't make it so they can't get out. So go around and lead them towards the exit.
I can laugh only because that would be me.
Oh, well, that's it.
I stare so easily.
I've seen many a child being worn like a hat because they just crawled up their parents and they're on top of their head holding on for dear life.
The Haunted House is located in the high school's Performing Arts Center. It's open through Sunday, 6 p.m. to close, and reopens on Wednesday, October 27th through Saturday, October 30th with the same hours of operation. Remember, if you'd like to see any of these complete interviews, every episode of Barnstable This Morning is available to watch online. You can find them in the town's video archives at town.barnstable.ma.us. Well, that's all for now. Everybody have a great weekend. I'm Nick Cortez, and we'll see you next time on Barnstable Today.